Hi guys, Freddy here, welcome back to the desktop for another rules breakdown. And this week I'm going to go back into one of my first retro RPG videos, and back to 1994, with the Street Fighter role-playing game, or Street Fighter the storytelling game, from White Wolf Games. Now, this is a storyteller game, as it says in the title, so it shares a lot of the rules features with Wraith, with Vampire, with Werewolf, with Mage, and with Changeling, and Demon and Hunter, I believe, were the other games in the series. But it's got its own quirks because it is combat-based, so we'll spot those as we go through. Now, flipping open the rulebook, in the middle here, we've got the various world warriors, the main characters out of all the Street Fighter games. And here we've got Ken, who's been one of the main characters right through all of the games, as far as I know. And we've got his character sheet here. We can see it's very similar to the other storyteller games. We've got the attributes, physical, social, and mental, broken down into 3 sections of strength, dexterity, and stamina, charisma, manipulation, appearance, perception, intelligence, and wits. And then below them, we've got the abilities, broken down into talents, skills, and knowledges. And like the other storyteller games, we add those together. So, if Ken here was attempting to hack a computer for some reason, we would take his intelligence of 4 dice, his computer skill of 3 dice, we would get 7 dice out, and we would roll them. Now, the target number is decided by the Games Master, and he would decide between a target number of around 4 and 9. Now, unlike the other storyteller games, there are no specialties of skills. Normally in storyteller games, once you get up to 4 dots in a skill or attribute, you then get to choose a specialty. So when you can weave that into the story, you can get to reroll 10s. However, Street Fighter does not have that. It still has, if you roll 1s, then more ones than successes, then you get a critical failure, but it has no way of rerolling 10s. It's a far more simple game. So if we roll our 7 dice for him to hack his computer, we can see, let's say the target number is an average one of 6 or higher. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. Now, generally considered, that is an extremely brilliant success. If you get 1, then you just manage to succeed the task, and the more number of successes you get, up to 5 or more, you're doing an absolutely fantastic job. So Ken is trying to hack the computer, and he has gained access to all the information in that particular computer because he has done so well. And that's how skills work. It's very similar to the other storyteller games, just stripped down and a bit simpler. Now, initiative in Street Fighter is also a bit stripped down. Instead of rolling for it, it's a derived statistic, a set number. So it's based on your dexterity. So Ken here has a dexterity of 5. So we start off with a 5. But then it's based on what he's doing. So he's got punches, kicks, blocks, grabs, and special maneuvers. And flicking back in the book, we can find the various maneuvers. So we have maneuvers here. Cannon drill with a speed of +2, damage of +2, and a move of +2. And if we flick earlier in the section, we should find the basic maneuvers. So we've got standard punches here, backflip kicks, etc. But you've got your standard jabs and things. Can I find them? Doesn't particularly matter. A standard jab has a speed of +2. So Ken is just trying to jab somebody in the face, do a quick punch, so he goes in 7. He goes before people with a lower number, after people with a higher number. Anybody else who's tied on 7, you then compare wits, and the person with the highest wits goes fast in that phase. And that's as simple as it is. You work out what maneuver you're doing in combat, you add that maneuver's speed or take it away from the dexterity, and that's when you go. Now, combat in Street Fighter's speeded up and stripped down for the rest of the World of Darkness games, the rest of the storyteller system, because there is no roll to hit. As long as your character's within range of hitting somebody, they're considered to automatically hit and you move straight to damage. So for damage, you're rolling your strength plus your technique. So Ken is attempting to dragon punch somebody. So he is rolling strength dice plus punch dice because it's a punch. And if we flick onto the dragon punch, here it is, we can see that it's a damage of +6. So it also costs him 1 willpower to use. But he's rolling +6 dice. So he's got strength of 5, a punch of 6. Dragon punch does 6 dice, so he's going to be rolling 17 dice, which I don't have. I haven't brought that many dice. But he'll be rolling 17 dice, and anything above a 6 is considered a success. If he rolls more ones than successes, it's a critical glitch and he manages to hurt himself in some way. Games Master's decision. Now, against the target, now they get soak, as in other World of Darkness games, storyteller system, and they roll their stamina to resist. However, if they are blocking, they get to roll their block, and there are various block maneuvers. So if they're using a block maneuver, they get to use that, and it will help them as well. Block maneuvers tend to increase your speed, so you get to block before somebody else attacks. But you're rolling your block plus your stamina plus any bonuses against the opponent's strength plus technique plus whatever they get from their maneuver. And the damage comes straight off the health. So you tick off your boxes of damage as you receive them. Ken here has 20 points of health, but most characters, of course, will start with far less. And advancement. Advancement's done through experience points. If we flick back a few pages to page 65, we have experience here, and the costs. So you get your experience during play, and you spend it off, getting new abilities for 3 points, new powers for the power point cost times 4, willpower costs its current rating, key costs its current rating, health costs 4 per point, attributes at their current rating times 4, so if you're changing a rating from 3 to 4, it'll cost you 12 points. Abilities are current rating times 2, so if you're moving one from 3 to 4, it'll cost you 6 points. New techniques cost you 3, and techniques to improve them cost you current rating times 3. Now you can buy superhuman traits here, current rating times 6 for attributes, current rating times 4 for abilities, current rating times 5 for techniques. So taking these above 5 up to about 8. So your characters can actually become superhuman beyond the normal abilities of a character in the storyteller system, but it costs them more, the costs are much higher. So that was a very brief look at the Street Fighter storytelling game. The rules are very stripped down for speed. It's a simplistic version of the storytelling system, but it's still quite fun. I'm not sure I like the fact that you automatically hit every round, but it definitely speeds it up. So rather than you're rolling to hit and then you're rolling to damage, you are just rolling to damage, and you've taken it down to that single roll. Anyway, that's all I've got to say on the Street Fighter game this week. Thank you very, very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like me doing this kind of thing, because it really helps me out in the Google algorithm if you do that. Anyway, you look after yourselves, and I'll catch you later. Bye now.